David Head, the director of golf here at Trevecca, joins us. And Coach Head, you guys work hard over the winter. I know sometimes people think, what does the golf team do during the break between semesters? But you guys work hard.
We do work hard. We, there's some NCAA rules that kind of restrict what we can do and how much time we can spend working. But within the rules of the NCAA, we really work hard in the gym in the late fall, and then starting in January when classes start back up in the spring. We are working hard in the gym 3 or 4 times a week. We are at the golf course every single day, weather permitting. And when I say weather permitting, if the golf courses are open and it's above 30 degrees, we're going to be out there practicing. So they work really, really hard, both teams, men's and women's teams. And sometimes it's really not always pleasant, but we're out there as much as we possibly can within the rules of the NCAA.
Talk a little bit specifically about the men's team. Talk about the roster a little bit. Talk about the first tournament you guys coming up in Mississippi.
Sure. Yep. We've got 7 players this spring on our roster, and we're really excited about it. We're 7 deep. I can count on anybody to step into the starting lineup and play whenever they're needed. And we're looking forward to going out and playing our first tournament in Mississippi this coming weekend. It's a new event for us on the calendar. It's a really strong field. There's going to be a lot of really good Division II teams there, and we're going to look forward to going down and competing against some of the best teams in the country.
Talk about the schedule in particular. Any reason why some of these events are on the schedule?
Well, I try to give the kids a different experience every year. Try to get them to allow them to go to some new places and play some new golf courses. Just to give them a great experience when they're 4 years here at Trevecca. That's one of the factors that goes into determining their schedule. We also look at strength of tournaments. We want to make sure we're competing against the best teams that we can possibly compete against. And again, we got to make sure that we're playing against the schools that we need to compete against to give ourselves a chance for postseason play.
One of the things you have on campus now that the teams in the past didn't here, you have an on-campus area for the guys and girls to go and get a little bit of work on their off days.
Yeah, they started putting that program together a couple years ago, I think. There's a facility that we use here on campus, and it's really a great facility. We're going to continue to work hard to make it better, but we call it a wedge facility. It's an opportunity for the guys and girls to get out there and hit wedge shots, 130-yard shots or so, and we set targets up at different distances, and it's a great opportunity for them to get some extra work in. We don't really have a lot of team practices out there, but it's a great facility for them to go to practice on days that maybe they have class schedules that just don't permit them to get out to the golf course. So it's a really neat little facility, and we're always looking to make it a little bit better.
The ladies' roster is heavy with upperclassmen, seniors.
Yes. These
ladies have won a whole lot. And then you've got a freshman out there that's pretty talented too. Just talk about them a little bit.
That's right. The ladies are ready to go. They've been working just as hard as the men have, getting out there in tough weather conditions this winter and just preparing themselves. And as you said, we've got 3 seniors on the team. We've got a junior and a freshman, and I expect a lot from all of them. We need them to play well in every single event, and so far they've done that over their careers, and I don't anticipate anything different this spring.
The women start in a couple of weeks. Just talk about their first.
Yeah, they're going to Callaway Gardens, Georgia. And we're looking forward to having some warm weather, a really strong field down there. There's going to be a lot of good teams playing. And anytime you play in the South, there's going to be some pretty good teams playing. So we're looking forward to going down there and hopefully getting some warm weather.
Real quick, wrap it up by just talking about it's there. Everybody knows it. 3 GMAC titles in a row. All 3 GMAC titles in the history of the conference have gone to Trevecca Golf.
Yep.
Talk about maybe the pressure, the pride, the motivation of that.
Yeah, it's certainly on our radar screen. We talk about it at the beginning of every year as what our goals are for the year, but we also know between now and then that we've got a lot of good tournaments that we're focused on, what's immediately in front of us. And if we do what we need to do and prepare as well as we need to prepare, then we feel good about going into conference.